What's up, everybody? We are back. John Delarose here, delarose.com, with a advance review. You might not watch this in advance, but I got this in advance. This is Batman the Chalice, which is not out yet. It's by Chuck Dixon and John Van Fleet on art. And it contains the original graphic novel, The Chalice, which came out in 2000 as an original graphic novel, and their follow-up, Batman Ankh. How do you pronounce that? Ankh? I don't know. And that was a two-issue sort of thing they split it into. So I got this from Chuck Dixon himself, who signed it. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, Chuck. And I'm happy to have this. This was a great read. I am absolutely stoked by this. Now, this art has some sort of that, like, really indie impressionistic vibe to it by John Van Fleet. He did all the colors and everything himself. And it starts out, basically, there's these, like, crusaders who are old Bruce Wayne relatives from the past or whatever. And they eventually hide the Holy Grail and send it down. So Bruce/Batman gets the Holy Grail and has to defend it. And so, of course, Ra's al Ghul wants it and shows up, and some other folk want it too. So there's this whole convergence of people wanting it. Catwoman gets involved to try to steal it, etc. And they end up having to defend the Holy Grail from Ra's al Ghul's attack. And it's pretty nice. It's all the cool background stuff's really, really pretty that goes on through here. You see the weird clock tower. It's all impressionistic, like I said. It doesn't really do great for the action, I don't think. You don't get as much of an action comic out of this as you might otherwise. You have to, like, kind of figure out the shape of Catwoman there. But regardless, the writing's really fun. And, the art style's pretty cool for what it is. If you're into the style, you'll like it. But it's a pretty straightforward, simple story for as long as it is. It didn't feel long. I would say this is paced really well. I was very excited all the way through this, and it was a lot of fun. And I'll leave the resolution a mystery for you, so you can read it and enjoy. Now, the Ankh, or the Ankle Ankh, is another neat story, and this is about a gal from ancient Egypt who took this serum or something and ended up trapped in a pyramid until they uncovered her in the early 1900s, and she kind of just laid low through society until she started killing people, and people in Gotham started disappearing. What an awesome storyline. This is so cool. I would love to see this villain gal come back or something. They really resolved it, so there's no reason to, but what a great story again. I love the Grail thing. I love the whole Crusades and Grail and Knights theme a little more than I like the Egyptian theme, but this is a cool twist on the Egyptian theme also. And so these billionaires go disappearing, and they're trying to figure out what's going on, and Batman eventually meets up with her at some point, and she actually thinks he's Anubis at first, but Killer Croc is helping her in all of this, and Robin gets captured. So really what happens is she's developed this neat, I love this image right here. This is pretty. This neat sort of concept where she's trying to die, basically, because she's insane and it's been impossible for her to die for a long time. And so she's actually helping all these billionaires mummify themselves. And she thought that people close to death would give her some sort of source of things, but she realized she really needs life. And so she is going to sacrifice Robin. It's very classic pulp sort of plot line here with the blood sacrifice and all of that. And eventually Batman saves the day, and it's kind of weird, but he sort of facilitates her being able to euthanize herself. He kind of just lets it happen more than anything. And yeah, this is kind of a weird ending, but it was fun, and I enjoyed it all the same. So, two very nice standalone stories here that work very well together. It's about 200 pages long as a book, and well worth it. This is the price point on this is $19.99. This is about a standard trade paperback, and it is a standard trade paperback worth of material. I had no idea this existed before reading this, so I'm very happy. This was a 9 out of 10 for me. Beautiful stuff. Like I said, I think, A nitpick is that perhaps with this art style, some of the action just doesn't flow all that well. But it is just this guy's style art. He's obviously a master at what he does in terms of this style, so you're either going to like it or you're not. Cool. Hit that like and subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed this advanced review, and we'll be back soon.